Hey guys, I'm Ich, and here's the thing. Today's video is for people who like to film sports with a DSLR camera. After watching this tutorial, I guarantee you that you will never ruin a great shot by being out of focus ever again. Note to self, when filming a tutorial about the use of DSLRs, I don't know, maybe just make sure that your background isn't completely overexposed. Unfortunately, I did film the entire video like this, but don't worry, I just ate a big piece of humble pie and decided to reshoot. So enjoy the new and improved footage and make sure you watch it till the end because I'm finally gonna reveal the winner of my shotgun microphone giveaway. Okay, so the first thing you need to understand to be able to control your focus properly is a camera setting called Aperture. On your camera's viewfinder, the aperture is represented by the letter F.
Let's learn about the letter F.
F for f-stop, because the job of the aperture is to stop the light from going through your lens. So if you have a low f-stop, like a 1.4 or a 1.8, that means you're not stopping much light. Therefore, a lot of it will go through, which will do two things. First, it will obviously make your image very bright, but you can easily adjust that with other lighting related settings. And two, you're gonna get a very shallow depth of field. That's the phenomenon you see when your subject is in focus and everything else around is all blurry. So if you're filming an interview or a sport like tennis, for example, where it's fairly easy to follow your subject around, then go nuts with the low aperture. Because what's happening is that with a shallow depth of field, there's only about, well, depending on what the f-stop is, there's not much of a, there's basically a very specific distance from your camera that will be in focus. And everything else, one step behind or one step in front, will be completely out of focus. So filming like this in close-up on a sport where you're not moving the camera too much will be fine. But if you're filming team sports, for example, when there's multiple subjects and there's people moving all over the place, that's going to be very difficult to do, again, with a low aperture.
I'm so damn confused.
Yeah, sorry if it's a bit confusing, but don't worry, the solution is fairly easy and pretty obvious actually at this point. You see, so far I've been going on and on about how a low aperture will make it hard to keep your subject in focus, which means that a high aperture will do the exact opposite. So basically, if you're filming sports, especially team sports with a DSLR, and you find it hard to get the right player in focus, or even to know if you're in focus at all because there's so many people coming in and out of your frame, then what you want to do is crank the aperture way up. I would suggest to keep your f-stop to at least at 10 or 11 and then just turn on autofocus and that's it. Everything you film will be in focus and you won't ruin any more shots ever again. One thing to keep in mind though is that a high aperture means you're blocking a lot of light, so your footage will appear much darker. If you're filming outside, that won't be an issue at all, but if you're in a low light environment, you're probably going to have to push the brightness settings on your camera quite a bit, and depending on the quality of your camera, that might result into grainy looking footage, so definitely keep an eye on that. One thing that I do recommend if you really want that DSLR look with the blurry backgrounds and everything is to film with a two-camera setup. So basically you would have one camera that would do only wide shots with a high aperture and everything in focus, and then your second camera would be only for close-ups with a low aperture. And if you don't have two cameras, you can always film half of the game in wide shots with high aperture and the other half with close-ups and low aperture. But I wouldn't do the entire first half in wide shots and the entire second half in close-ups. I would mix it up.
That's a great idea. Let's go.
Anyways, I hope that was helpful, and as always, let me know in the comments if you've got any questions. Okay, so now is the time to finally reveal the winner of my Videomic Pro giveaway. Thanks to everyone who participated. I know all of you were very excited to get your hands on one of these. And for one lady by the name of Amy from the Ask Amy YouTube channel, this dream has now become a reality. So congratulations, Amy. I know you wanted this mic to record your kids' gymnastics and figure skating competitions for your family channel. So I'm looking forward to watching and listening to that in the near future. Otherwise, to everyone else, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.